Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday today. I know I am. Thank you, Jesus. Always on my side, always provides. So what am I gonna make today? So today I have a whole chicken, which I'm gonna roast it and stuff it. And I have some bread here that I made, fresh bread. And I got these two chunks right here. These nice pieces, they look so good, so nice and airy. And I have some breakfast sausage, some regular breakfast sausages that I'm gonna slice up and I'm gonna put it into the stuffing. Okay, so I also have these two cans of cut yams. And these yams, I'm gonna make like a sweet potato pie, and I'm gonna make it with some marshmallow and cinnamon and all that good stuff. You're gonna see in a few minutes, and I'm gonna pair it off with some green beans. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wash this chicken and I'm gonna put it in this pot. I'm gonna cut my bread up and the sausage up, and I'm also gonna use an onion for my stuffing. So when I come back, I'm gonna have all these ingredients put out, and then you can see how I work my magic. I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back and I did all the preparations. Okay, so I have here some butter. I have some celery that I chopped up fresh, some onions, and I also have these two little packages of the ramen chicken flavored bouillon. I'm gonna use this for my stuffing. So I have a whole bunch of ingredients here. I'm gonna let you know as I go along. But here I chopped up all my sausage. I did it in small little pieces like that. They're gonna get really small. So I have some garlic here. All right, let's get the first thing I have to do. First thing I have to do is marinate this chicken. All right, so for the marinade, I'm gonna be using a little bit of a tallow. Hold on 1 second, because I'm just gonna melt it down a little bit. I forgot to melt it. It's always something, but that's okay. It's only gonna take like 10 seconds. All right, to my bowl, I'm gonna move this back until I'm ready. This is where my stuffing's going. So I'm just gonna move this back, and I'm gonna show you my marinade. Okay, just don't want that tallow to burn. You see, I freeze it, I grab all those cloves and I peel them up, and then I take them and I put them in my blender, and then I freeze them so I don't have to be opening up garlic cloves all the time. So this is already soft because I had it out for a little bit, but I'm gonna grab like about a tablespoon and a half. Okay, a tablespoon and a half. So checking on my tallow. It's still a little hard. I'm gonna melt it. This is tallow, the fat that comes off the steak. And this was grass-fed steak, grass-fed beef, so it was good. All right, so what else are we gonna put in here? I'm gonna add some sazon, garlic, and I'm gonna add some sazon. Okay, some sazon. I'm gonna add a little salt. I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure about a teaspoon of salt. I'm also gonna add just a little bit of garlic seasonings just because. And I'm gonna add some butter, garlic, and herb to that. About a spoon, maybe 2 spoons. Okay, my tallow should be done. Okay, the reason why I need this tallow is because I need to use it as something to loosen up all these dry ingredients that I'm using. So I'm gonna put it back in for another 20 seconds. I don't want to cook it, it's already cooked. All right, so I have most of my ingredients in here. I didn't add any pepper to that, so let's go ahead and add some pepper. Add some more pepper. Let's get some more pepper. All right, I think it has enough pepper there. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And my tallow already melted somewhat. Yeah, it's nice and soft now. Okay, so this tallow is going right in here. This is the fat that I'm using to season up my chicken. All right, so put that over there. And now we have a nice little mix. You see, now it's easy. Excuse me, I got an itch in my nose. It's easier to apply now. I still think it's a little hard. The tallow got cold quick because I put it into this bowl, but that's okay. I just needed that little bit of fat to go on. All right, so I'm gonna wash my hands, even though my hands are clean. I cleaned them 50 million times today. All right. Clean hands. Okay, so what did I do to this chicken? I washed it, cleaned it, and I put my fingers right through under the skin like that, and under the leg part right here where the thigh is. And the reason why I did this is because most people just season the bird on the outside. Well, I like to season my bird on the inside and the outside. That way when those juices flow, they flow all over the white meat and all that meat. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon of this, like that. And I'm just gonna stick it right in there. Get all that garlic and all that good flavorings, because you want that, guys. So I'm gonna grab another little bit, and I'm gonna put it on side right here where the leg and thigh is. So that could also be really nice and juicy and have a lot of good flavors. Take it right in there and just put it right underneath. Oh, those chicken legs are gonna be really tasty. So I can see it has a lot of ingredients in there already. So a little bit more on the top. All right, that's good. Now the rest, I'll just season these little wings. Put a little bit more like that. Make sure you season those wings nice, because that's my favorite part of the bird, the wings. Get a nice little rub on there. Underneath. Okay, that looks good. Look, a whole garlic. I'm gonna stick that right there. All right, so I have a little bit left, and I have to do the back. We have to do the back, guys. And we didn't do these legs. I'll get the legs from the back. So and that's it for that. Could put that in the sink. Grab that last little palm side and just go under. Give it a bath. A nice little bath. Look at that big old chunk of garlic that's in there. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it right inside. Okay, perfect. Now wash my hands and move this to the side, and I'll be right back. Let's wash my hands. See what I mean? I'm not kidding. 50 times at least. I wash my hands while I'm in the kitchen. Not by choice, by necessity. Alright. Alright, guys. Now comes the fun part, okay? So now comes the fun part. I have my pan right here. I'm going to turn on the stove. Will you cooperate? No, not until I plug it in first. Hello, plug me in first. Okay. So now, 1, 2, 3. Get the clicker. Oh, clicker, we need you. Okay, here we go. Click that, baby. All right, so now this is where I'm gonna make my stuffing to stuff my bird, okay? So first step, I have some butter. Let's get the butter on in there and let's wait for it to sizzle. Okay, so I have some butter. And I cut the bread really nice, guys. Look, my homemade fresh bread. I cut it into nice little cube-sized pieces, like that. So I got a lot of bread there. It doesn't look like much now. Once I put all the ingredients in it, it's gonna get bigger, and then we can stuff the bird. But yes, they came out really good. Look at those perfect little crumbs, breadcrumbs. All right, so now we're waiting for this to melt, because we need to use this to cook down our ingredients here. And I'll show you how to make the stuffing that I make. Now, typically, when I make like a Thanksgiving stuffing, I would use ground beef and sausage. but I just didn't want to put any ground beef today, so I made it a little different, but you could follow along. Best stuffing ever. Everyone always asks me for my ingredients, and my family, even though they make their own dinner, they still say save me some stuffing. So I got a lot of happy people. All right, see that? That's what I was waiting for. Okay, so to this I'm going to throw in my celery and my onions. All those onions are going to go in there. They're going to cook down and leave all that delicious flavor. So we have that in there, looking really good. And then I'm gonna put my sausage in there. I want my sausage to cook with my the rest of the ingredients. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna need a spoonful. Handle. I need to get a handle on things. Okay. Here we go. It's wet. All right. So make sure that's high heat. Okay. So now it's just to stir fry this. This is gonna take a few minutes, so I'm gonna stir fry it for like about 5 minutes and then I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back and this is cooked up really nicely. I'm not gonna cook it up anymore. I could see that some parts are already turning brown, so that's what I was looking for. So this is ready now, so I could finish adding the rest of the ingredients, okay? So I'm gonna leave the flame high like this. Now, what I wanna add is 2 little chicken bouillon cubes. I'm gonna add that. I'm not adding any salt to this, okay? Because this is very salty, so you don't need any salt. All right, let's just give that a little mix. And I wanna add just a little bit more butter to this. Just a little piece more, because it's gonna make the stuffing real nice and creamy. So I'm just gonna add about another, I would say, 2 tablespoons of butter. All right, so there we go. We have our butter there. This is nice. I want all this yummy stuff on the bottom. If you could see it, all that yum yum, that's gonna be so good in the stuffing. Okay, so let's melt this butter. And the next step that I want to add to this is, I'm just using my bowl to put my spoons down. Okay, I'm going to add a little garlic powder to this. Okay, that's good. Don't have to do it on the garlic powder. I'm also going to add a little sage. I forgot to put sage on my chicken, but that's okay because I can get it right in the stuffing. Okay, that's good. All right, guys, so I hope you did a checkpoint on all those ingredients that I added, because that's all that you need. Okay, so now that this is all sauteing really nicely, just wait for this little piece of butter to melt. All right, so now I'm going to be adding my water to this, okay? I'm going to add it a little bit at a time. That's looking really good, guys. I don't know if I'm going to need the whole 2 cups of water, because I only have like 2 cups of, 2 cups maybe? Yeah, about 2 cups of the bread. But I want it moist. I don't want it dry, even though it doesn't matter if it's dry, because there's a lot of juices in that bird, and it's going to help with the moisture if it needs any more. But I just want to make sure that I have enough. I don't want to have to come back in. Okay, I'm going to let that cook up a little bit. I still have like, what's this? Half a cup of water left. I think I'm going to use it. I'm just going to wait for this to boil again. And then I could add in my breadcrumbs and we could stuff that bird. And I'm going to like turn on my stove right now. Anything in the stove? Because us Puerto Ricans, we just love to store things in our stove. Okay. There was a pot in there. I got the pot. Okay, baby, come on. Bring it to mama. Make a boil. I'm just going to add the rest of this. So I used exactly 2 cups of water. So now I'll just wait for this to come to a nice little boil. And I shall entertain you with, I don't know, see the little birds up in my head? I don't know. Kidding. Okay, this is going to be done quick. Let's just wait a few seconds more. Everything was hot in there. The pot was hot. So, And I have here some pumpkin pie mix. And I have some ground nutmeg. And I have some cinnamon. And all this is going to be put into my little sweet potato pie that I'm going to make. See, I took the cans of, I need to bring out some, what is it? SOS. Brown sugar. I'm going to get a little bit of brown sugar and add it to that. So, look, this is already coming to a boil, guys. It's coming to a boil. There it is. Okay. So, now that this has come to a nice boil, all I got to do is throw in my breadcrumbs, my fresh bread, my bread cubes. They're going to absorb all that deliciousness. Okay. I'm still waiting. I'm just assuring that it's really, really hot when I put this in. And I hope it doesn't have too much water. I don't know about those 2 cups, but we shall see once we start mixing that in. Okay, so we'll just give it a minute. I hope everybody's having the best Sunday today. It's such a beautiful day. It was first day of autumn. So, yeah, I hope my plants grow. I wish my plants would grow. This one's growing really pretty. This is my oregano plant. I haven't been able to touch her yet. I wanted to use her a few times, but I felt so bad with her 10 little leaves. I wasn't going to take anything out. So she's growing really nicely, and I'm happy. All right, this is done. Let's throw in my breadcrumbs. Well, like I said, I hope it's not too soggy, but those are nice chunky pieces of bread in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. Just like that. Because there's a big piece of bread, they're going to need a lot of liquid to sop up that goodness. So, all right, I'm going to shut it off because this is done. Now I'm just going to mix it in. Make sure all that breading is good. And my chicken's going to cook pretty fast. Even though it's stuffed, they say you have to add more time when it's stuffed. But these hot ingredients in there is going to make that chicken cook up faster. Trust me. So, like, see, I see a couple of them that are still a little dry. But that's it. Oh, I can smell my fresh bread in there. All right, guys, this is done. Look at that. It's beautiful. And it kept its shape. Those nice little squares. Alrighty, so I'm going to bring this to the front. Or it's hot. Alright. I got this. Lift and stuff. Lift it and stuff it. Can you see what I'm doing? I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me check if you can see. Oh, yeah. You could see really good. All right, so let's continue to stuff this bird. I'm going to flip it. Like, stand up straight. There you go. Now I have much more room. I'm just going to push it down. It's going to be a fat bird. And I made a lot of stuffing, guys. Not kidding. I made a lot of stuffing, so I don't think I could stuff any more in there. That's about all it can take. That's about all it could take. I'm just trying to push it in, okay? That's good, just like that. All right, so let's bring this baby down. And you see this right here? I want to keep that stuffing in the bird. So I'm just going to grab a quick piece of string. Hold on 1 second. I have some string right here. And I'm just going to tie that piece together. Let's see if I could accomplish this. Alright, so I'm going to leave the legs alone. What I really want to do is this part right here. So let's see if I could do this. First I make a little tie. Hold on. Okay, let's do that. And now let's pull those little fat particles out a little. Hold them, and let's see if I can pull this tight. one side came out. Let's try this again. Grab those two little fat pieces in here. And there. I need a helping hand. My helping hand is playing video games. Alright. Let's see. I'll try one more time. Pull that out. The anticipation. All right, let's see if I can do this. Hold on. I got another idea, guys. Hold on. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm gonna grab this piece right there. Put it right in. And then I'll grab the other side. The struggle is real, guys. All right, grab the other side. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in now. I should just leave it like that. I could pull it now. Lessons learned. You know what, guys? That's good right there. And I'm not gonna take out that Q-tip, that toothpick Q-tip. God forbid I put a Q-tip in here. I'm just gonna leave that right there. See? I've got a nice little knot. Everything is set. And this baby is going right in the oven. Okay, so that's going in the oven, and I have a lot leftover stuffing. I'm just gonna put it into this bowl right here. Okay. That tastes good. All right, so I'm gonna leave this stuffing to the side in case anybody wants extra stuffing. Even though the bird is stuffed, I just need to cover it. Let me wash my hands again. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys, so I have this little cover here because that doesn't come with a cover, so I'm just gonna cover it with plastic. I'm gonna leave it right here on the side, and we're not ready to put this in the oven, guys. Okay, because this only takes like maybe 10-15 minutes, so I could still season it. All right, so I need to get my brown sugar. I'll be back. Okay, so I have a little measuring cup, and I have my brown sugar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen it up a little bit. Okay, this is like half a cup. It's just a little bit less than half a cup. I don't want to make it too sweet, so I won't add the whole cup. Okay, because this has a lot of... Okay. So you're going to want half of a cup. See? Don't want to use too much, okay? So there we go. I'm not going to mix this up. Oops. I got to bring that up a little. Got two little clumps. All right. That's fine there. There's a little bit more. Okay, so I used half a cup, whatever that is. Okay, half a cup is what? 4 ounces. So I used 2 ounces, all right, of brown sugar. All right, the next step is I want to add some seasonings in here, okay? So what seasonings? I'm going to be using a little bit of ground cinnamon. Oops. Okay. Put nice amounts of ground cinnamon in there. And I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg to this. Okay. A little bit of nutmeg. Not a lot. Okay, that's good. And I'm also going to add a little bit of my pumpkin pie mix. A little dab of this. All right, so that's it. That's all the ingredients. And if you want, you can add just a little salt because it gives it just a little kick. I don't want to add a lot. That's less than half a teaspoon. But it's just, it makes it taste a little better with the salt. Just a little bit, okay? Not too much. And the reason why I say not too much is because I'm going to put some butter on it. Let me get my butter. I already chopped it up into little slabs. So I'm just going to set the butter right here on top like that. Yummy, 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 guys. I should have given it a toss, but I'm not worried about it right now. This is fine. So, this is it. But I'm not ready to put it into the oven yet. Okay, guys? And I should have given it a little toss. You know what, guys? I'm going to give it one quick little toss. Because I don't want the ingredients just clumped up on one side. So, okay, I'm just going to give it a little mix, okay? Because you want all that to blend in together and not just stay in one spot, right? That's the ticket. Get it right the first time. All right, that's good. Usually, I add some cloves to this, but I don't want to add any cloves today. I could because I have to smash those cloves, guys. Those cloves are cloves. They're like little nails, okay? So, I'm not doing that. I'm going to put my butter back on here. Okay. There we go. All right. So, now that my butter's there, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not even going to leave it here so my butter doesn't melt. Or I should leave it right here for a while. Doesn't matter. I'm going to add some marshmallow fluff. But that's just before I get into the oven. So, right now, guys, it's a waiting game. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to clean up this little bit of mess. And I'm going to be back in about an hour and a half. Okay? In an hour and a half, I'll come and finish this up. And I'll start the green beans. And we'll wait for the chicken to be ready. That'll take about another half hour. So, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I'm back and it's time to check that chicken. So let's see what we got. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. So let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it is hot. Look at that. It's looking really nice. It's crispy. It still needs about another half hour because I stuffed it, but all that liquid that's there, I'm going to have to remove that because I didn't play with that. I wanted to dry up a little, so I'm just going to pour it. Hopefully it falls right in there. Very hot, but I'm very protected. Now, sometimes, even though it's crispy like that, I still like to take the broth and just like give it a quick little bath before I put it back in, just so I could absorb some of those juices, and yeah, just like that. So I give it a little bath and then I take out the juices again. Now you know what, this is good for gravy if you wanted gravy. I'm not gonna make gravy, but this would be the perfect batch of liquid to use. See that I just left just a little bit of broth in there, not too much so it wouldn't burn on the bottom, but I'm gonna put this back in for another half an hour. Okay, so I'm going to put that in for about another half an hour. And like I said, this broth right here, it could be used to make a gravy if you wanted to. If I made mashed potatoes, maybe I'll save it for tomorrow and make some mashed potatoes. So, okay, what I have here, let's start with the next dish now. Because we're pressing for time. It's going to be 30 minutes that we need. This, leave it here. Because this dish, I'm just going to throw my green beans in there, and I'm going to add a little bit of the butter and garlic and herb, just a little bit, and I'm going to add a little butter. Okay, that's good. And I'm just going to add a little butter to that. Let me get my knife. And 2 little pats of butter on there. Okay, that's good right here. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave oven. I'm going to put it in for 2 minutes. So the next step, I need a spoon. Okay, so I have a spoon. I don't need this. I need this right here. I'm just going to place it right here. Put that plate right there. So like my butter already melted into that, and it has its own gravy because all the brown sugar that I put already liquefied in there. So that's great. I don't have to do anything to it. All I gotta do is put some fluff. I don't have any marshmallows, but it's the same thing. Fluff is marshmallows. And let me find the little flip to flip it. No flip to flip. It's poke to peel. Okay, I poked it, I peeled it. Alright, so this is just like marshmallows, guys, okay? Same thing. So I think I'm gonna need another spoon. Hold on. Okay, so what I want to do is just put little marshmallow pieces everywhere. So I'm just gonna use that like that. If it comes out, it's real sticky, but we'll get it done. It's not that much to do. Just want marshmallows everywhere. I could slobber it and make a whole thing of it, but I think that's gonna be too sweet. So I'll just do it this way. And then I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 10 to 20 minutes, about the same time as the chicken. They'll be coming out at the same time. So yeah, this is gonna be a little time consuming here, guys. Let's see. Because this is really sticky. They're not kidding when they said it's marshmallows. It is marshmallows. The smooth version of marshmallow. Come on. There you go. There you go. Oh, over there. And my green beans are gonna be done like in a few minutes, so I'll just leave that on top of the stove. It could stay nice and warm there, so I won't worry about that. See, they're done. All right, let's get another couple of little plops in there. If I could plop it. It would have been so much easier with my finger, Wanda. Yes, it would have been much easier. Come on. Come on, baby. Damn. Okay, there you go. Go down, down, down nicely. Okay. So, one more and that's it. You have enough after this. Don't want to hear nothing. That's it right there. Okay. And a nice one right here because you don't have anything there. Alright, stay down. Need one right there in the middle. I didn't really think it needs more. Usually I cover it up. I mean, I do the whole layer. When I do marshmallows, I just all over. But you know what? I think that's good. What do you think? It's kind of missing right here a spot. Go down. Okay, there you go. Where else? Over here. Go down. Down. Okay, right there. All right, you think I got enough, guys? I think I got enough. Let me get the last little bit off this spoon because it's a lot on this spoon. Let's see how I get it out. Start right here. Start right there. Could use the knife this time. Where do I need it the most? Right here in the middle. In the middle. All right. Go down. Done. It was a struggle, but it's done. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna pop it in the oven about 20 minutes, and that bird will be ready in 20 minutes, and my green beans are all ready, and then we can serve a plate. I'll be back. I'll be back to you guys when dinner's ready. Hi everybody, I'm back, and everybody in the house is saying it smells like Thanksgiving dinner in here, and it does. It smells really good. So my green beans are all ready. I have those. I'm gonna put them to the side, and let's take out the chicken first, okay? Let's see what the chicken looks like. Oh, baby. Oh, my darling. Look at how beautiful that is. And look, the strings stuck together there. So that was nice. Look, gotta pluck that piece out. Put it somewhere there. See, looks really good. It took its tact. And I have to take out, you know what? I'm going to move these green beans right here because my sweet potato pie is ready too. Look. Look how beautiful. See all the butter underneath? Let me shut this oven. Turn this oven off. That's it. No more cooking. Look at that pie. That's sweet potato pie. Really nice. See how nice the marshmallow got toasted on top. It looks really good. And look at that chicken. What can I say? Look at that beautiful chicken. So I have this leftover, the leftover stuffing, right? So what I want to do is put that little piece of skin there, not going nowhere. Okay, I'm going to grab my board and I have a knife and let's see if I could do this, baby. Come on. Okay, it's stuck. It's okay. Let's get this baby loose. You hear that crispiness? Oh my goodness. There we go. The stuffing just wants to pop right out of there. And I think it probably will. You know what? Let's not risk it. Okay? And let's just take this out. I'm just going to put it with the other one. It's soft and mushy, so good with that baked fresh bread. All right, I think it's safe now. I could say it's a little bit safe to move, even though it still has a lot of stuffing to go, guys. Like, really, look. More stuffing. More stuffing. I'm going to keep pulling stuffing out of here. Okay. I'm almost done with the stuffing. It has all the juices. Look, I see little pieces of onion in there. All right, this is good. Let's deal with this right now, okay? So I'm gonna grab my chicken. Easy does it. It's pretty heavy. Okay, I'm gonna put that chicken right there. I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna put this right here so I could carve that baby up. And I have a plate right here where I can plate the meat. So how do we start? We're gonna go right in here on the side. Perfect. Oh, that white meat looks delicious. Just want to get the leg and thigh out of here. It's nice and tender, so it should come apart very quickly. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Look at that. It's stuck. Okay, look at that. Delicious. I'm just going to put it right here on the plate. And I'm going to grab the other side. Very nice. Like I said, it should come right off. It's so nice and tender. There we go. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous, beautiful piece of chicken there. Oh, yes. I did it again. Okay, that's like the backbone, which I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to put it right in the pan where it came out of. And I'm going to grab 2 pieces of this right here. Let's grab that nice leg. That nice little wing. Just like that. Look how pretty. Look how gorgeous that wing. Nice. That's my favorite part, guys, the wings. So let's cut right there. Have some meat. And that wing. Delicious. This is just getting better and better, guys. All right, so now you take the whole breast. Let's get this breast out of here. Okay, very good. We can move this over right there. Well, I can always just put it right into the pan with the back pieces and all these little crumbs. Just put it right side there. So now I'm gonna cut my chicken. It's very nice and juicy, guys. So juicy. Yum, yum, give me some. Okay, so we got some nice pieces of white meat. That looks great. So then I'm just gonna grab these little pieces right there. No, I know I'm brewing. It's gonna not make it. Will it make it? Look at that. Look at that. Carve that baby nice. It looks really good. So you know what time it is, guys? It's time to serve a plate. So let me put this cutting board to the side over here. It looks really, really yummy. Everything looks delicious. So I'm gonna start with a little spoonful of the green beans. Like that. I'm gonna grab some of this stuffing. Delicious stuffing. Put that right there. I like a little burn part too. The part that looks dark, really nice. Okay, so we have some stuffing. I'm telling you, this looks like a Thanksgiving dinner. Well, we're thankful every day for dinner. So let's grab some of these sweet potatoes from here. They stayed nice big pieces. I like that. It didn't turn into like a mashed potato. It looks really good, guys. Look at that. And it's crispy. That crispy candy. Let me grab a piece right from here. Okay, there you go. Look at that beautifulness. Gotta grab these two little potatoes there. Look how nice that looks. Okay, so like I said, my plate, I'm gonna grab a wing. I'm gonna grab some of that delicious breast meat. Grab 2 pieces from here. That looks really good. So I want a piece with the skin. I love the skin part. So I'm gonna grab that piece. That fell. It's okay. I got it. Put it up back in the bowl. Alright guys, and like I said, I still have this delicious gravy. So I can always just take a spoon and put it right onto the light meat to make it extra juicy. So that's my dinner for today, guys. I hope you liked my dinner. It was kind of long, but it was worth it. If you want to make a special dinner, this will be it. I hope you like my video. I hope you like my recipes. I hope you all have a blessed day. And if you like my video, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Love you all for watching. Bye. Delicious. Bye, guys.